Then we continue to crochet. Put the hook back into the loop. In round 12, start with 1 chain stitch, then work set off 2 single crochets, 1 decrease, 2 single crochets for 6 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Let's start 1 chain stitch first. 2 single crochets. Mark the first stitch. Continue to work 1 more single crochet. Next, 1 decrease. A regular stitch, namely a V shape, has 2 loops. The one close to us is the front loop. We'll work the decrease through the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Pay attention to the needle. Its front loop. Insert hook through front loops of next 2 adjacent stitches. Okay. Yarn hook and put the yarn through the 2 front loops on hook. Yarn hook, put the yarn through both loops on the hook. That's 1 decrease. Decrease is to combine 2 stitches into 1 stitch. There are 2 ways to make a decrease. Method 1. Insert hook through the front loops of 2 adjacent stitches. The loop close to us is the front loop. Hook the yarn and pull up loop through the 2 front loops on hook. Yarn around the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. That's a decrease. Then work 2 single crochets. One set is done. Keep working 5 more sets. We work 2 single crochets, 1 decrease, and 2 single crochets as 1 set. Let's continue. Finally, work one slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 12 is done. In round 13, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set off 37 crochets, 1 decrease for 6 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. 1 chain stitch first. 37 crochets. Mark the first stitch. Continue to work 2 more crochets. Next, 1 decrease. Insert hook through the front loops of next 2 adjacent stitches. Hook the yarn and pull through 2 front loops. Yarn hook, pull through both loops and hook. 1 set is done. Keep working 5 more sets. We work 37 crochets and 1 decrease as 1 set. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Okay. Round 13 is done. In round 14, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set off 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet for 6 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. 1 chain stitch first. Yarn hook, pull the yarn through the loop and hook. Then work 1 single crochet. Mark the first stitch. Next, 1 decrease. Insert hook through the front loops of next 2 adjacent stitches. Hook the yarn and pull through 2 front loops. Yarn hook, pull through both loops and hook. Then 1 single crochet. 1 set is done. Keep working 5 more sets. We work 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, and 1 single crochet as 1 set. Let's continue. Finally, work one slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 14 is done. In round 15, start with one chain stitch. Then work set off one single crochet, one decrease for 6 times. Finally, end with one slip stitch. Let's start. One chain stitch first. One single crochet. Mark the first stitch. Next, one decrease. Insert hook through the front loops of next 2 stitches. Hook the yarn and pull through 2 front loops. Yarn hook, pull through both loops on hook. One set is done. Keep working 5 more sets. We work one single crochet and one decrease as one set. Finally, work one slip stitch in the first stitch. Okay. Round 15 is done. Stuff the fabric with fiberfill. Add some cotton into the fabric. Then we'll continue to crochet. Put the hook back into the loop and tighten it. In round 16, start with one chain stitch and then work 6 decreases. Finally, end with one slip stitch. Let's start. One chain stitch first. 6 decreases. Insert hook through the 2 front loops. Hook the yarn and pull through 2 front loops. Yarn hook, pull through both loops on hook. One decrease is done. Mark the first stitch. Continue to work 5 more decreases in the same way. Finally, work one slip stitch in the first stitch. Break yarn. And pull the yarn tail out. Okay, the head is completed.